Hi folks, just a quick video. Went for a walk with doggies earlier and yeah, good walk, and saw some nuns again. I've spoken to some of the nuns in the area a few times before, so I thought, okay, let's go and see how these three are doing. And I've spoken to at least one of them, if not two of them before. But one of them was trying to remember me. Yeah. So I was speaking to them and sharing with them what God has been saying. And yeah. Well, and they were saying, so are you there yet with regards to having Father's nature and doing things according to that? I said, no, not yet. No, not yet. Yeah. It's sort of, it's part his nature, part of the nature I had before, which is, according to this world. So yeah, I said, but it is a process. And I said to them, look, the reality is I can't tell you how you need to go through Yeshua to Father. I said, because I don't know. I said, I really don't. I said, it's God knows you, and He knows exactly what you need and how you need to do that for you. I said, so I'm not going to try and say to you, you need to do this, that, and the other. For me, it had to be done in a certain way. Yeah. How it's going to be done with other people, well, again, yeah. Well, that's what I say. I mean, for me, I believe it's highly likely that before I was born, I chose the difficulties that I would face. Because I was so incredibly broken that it was correct to ask God to shake, make and break me. No, shake, break and make. The other way. Yeah, make us at the end. Yeah. To shake, break and make. Yes. And that's because of the fact that there was so much damage. So much. And yeah, I think it's quite likely that I chose all of that because my way to go through Yeshua to Father was being broken again for about the 5th or 6th time. But this time, an absolute, being broken in two sort of thing. Yeah, a really hard one to go through. But that was the point of it. It was about that. It was about being fixed, and that was the last break. Yeah. Well, because as I said, one of the things for me, one of the reasons that I wanted my colleagues to have pups is because there was that fear of losing them, of when Molly or Chewy or Lucy died, how horrendous that would be for me. And that was something that I was just on my mind, and I knew that was going to be incredibly tough. So them having pups means I'd have part of them when they went. So the final break was God taking away them. Yeah. The fear of which got me into that position where there was puppies and more and more dogs, and I suppose that's the reason why in the end there was more and more dogs. Well, as I say, if you have pups and those pups go to new homes, if that person eventually says they don't want them anymore, would you take them back? The reason why you say yes is mainly because of the fact that dog knows you, it knows the home, it knows the area, because as a tiny puppy it was with me, so therefore okay, I said yes to that. And yeah, but I was happy to say yes based upon the fact that the more of them I had, the less chance that I would be completely without them. Yeah. And it gave me more to look after. So if I kept one of Molly's pups and one of Lucy's pups, well I did, and one of Amber's pups and one of Gracie's pups, then there'd be three, because Lucy's pup was Riley, but there'd be 3 females that would be then having pups, and I'd be keeping one of their pups, yeah, and onward that would go. So when Molly, Chewy, Lucy, Amber, Riley passed, I would have their great grand puppies to take care of, and so that would help. But then God just took all of that away, all of it away, and yeah, that was hard, but it had to be. And so let's say that's how for me it had to happen. How it happens for other people, no idea. Don't know. But put it this way, yeah. Even yesterday I was speaking to God about all of that and then saying, okay, I still don't know why. I still don't know why I had solicitors that knew I wasn't guilty but were doing everything they could to persuade me that I was guilty. I still don't know how the sheriff of the courts couldn't see it. I still don't know why I was prosecuted in the first place, and I still don't know why the dogs weren't brought back to me. But the reality is, until I see the big picture, I won't know. I won't. But we're not supposed to know. That's the point. No. As humans, we want to know every single thing, don't we? We want to know every little detail. But as sons, we're not supposed to know. We're just supposed to trust. That's it. And so, I'm still in the process of learning that, especially through that, because I still, to a certain degree, want these people to play. To a certain degree, and that has to go. That has to go, because again, as I said yesterday, the reality is, if in their view what they were doing was right, then yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? And one has to assume that in their view they believe what they were doing was right, and so whether what they were doing was, maybe on another day they would do something completely different. But then it's God who wanted them to do things in that way, and so again, why, I don't know. But the big picture will show. So there you go. Anyway, it was a good walk with the dogs, and speaking to the nuns, sharing with them was good, because what God's going to do with them, I don't know. That's up to him. It really is up to him. They certainly have time to pray about these sort of things, don't they? So with all the other things they have to do. So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Have a fantastic week. Be a blessing. Be blessed, and enjoy. Bye bye.